Well, beautiful day today. We're in the middle of a 4 or 5 day spell of rain and the wind's coming back. Hey, wonderful winter. We seem to have had this easterly flow of winds now for, well, since Christmas. And this is February. Anyway, since we've taken the boat off the market and everything was absolutely hunky-dory, I started to detect a battery problem. You know what it's like, you buy something or you sell something and it's perfect and then it isn't. Anyway, started to see problems with the house batteries. They've been absolutely fine, no issues. Since I put the Victron charge controllers on for the solar, we've actually not had bouy plugged into shore power all last year. Even when, when we were going off and staying overnight at various places, I think the only place we actually put her on shore power was when we went up to Argyll because Janet wanted to use the microwave. So anyway. Started to lose power, and overnight I've been seeing the batteries drop down to 10.5 volts, which is not good. That's just the house. The starter batteries, no problem. So I started to investigate. So like any yacht or boat, the batteries are down below the floor. And so over here we've got a starter bank. That bank also does all the winches and the bow thruster, so it's quite a good strong bank and they're perfect. And then over here the big grey things, they're the house batteries. And so we've got a bank of 2 and then we've got a single. And so it was the bank of 2 that was always giving me the issue. So I've ended up having to actually bought a new multimeter as well, because my multimeter was giving weird readings. And so if I can get this, so we'll start on this battery here, and everything's isolated and shut down. There's no solar on, won't be doing anything today anyway. So that's at static, giving 12.5, 12.6 volts. The other good one is over here. Is also giving the same level, and they're not connected, so that's as they are. And then this one, which I've isolated completely, is down at 10.5. So that one we have to take out. And we'll replace. Now, because this single one and that one are of a similar age to each other and the same battery type, I'm going to bank those 2 together, remove that one, and that replacement for that will come here as a single. So this, as I say, this battery is disconnected, and I've actually isolated the terminals as well. And I'm going to have to try and lift this out and up here like that. Well, so this is the last of the house bank coming out. That's taken a bit of fiddling. Well, just a quick clean out and a quick paint, and that'll do. Just let that dry now. It might take a little bit because it's a bit cool, slightly below temperature, but we should be all right. Well, here we are. New battery arrived, nicely packaged up. All looks good. So we're ready. New battery here. That's to actually go in that plane, roughly in this position under there. I have to slide it that way, twist it and bring it back. Right, we've got everything connected up. Okay, so we'll just turn battery on. What I'm going to do is, this is the new battery, and we'll run this when we're away during the day. And then for night time, we'll go on to the other bank, bank 2, where the twin batteries are. And again, that's where we're at on the battery monitor. So there we go, that's the batteries done. We'll just have to see how that bank runs now. So today we're giving Janet some lessons in Jackson's Dock. Just coming round and we'll do a little bit of mooring up practice coming towards the mooring buoy. Jackson's Dock is great for doing this sort of practice. We're going to practice coming up towards a mooring buoy, and for this we were using one of the dinghy racing markers. So this was Janet's first attempt, and coming in nice and slow into wind. She positioned so that the buoy would be on the starboard side. Of course, visibility is always a little bit, you lose sight of everything, so I'm giving a direction. We're using our homemade headsets, so communication was nice and easy. A little bit off here, which was a little bit too far away, but this was first attempt. We're still going very, very well. Just coming across onto it. Now, because of our position, actually the wind would blow us slightly onto the ball. But I did get to touch. I would have been able to catch at that before it disappeared away. So for the second attempt, let the speed drop on. You're going to have to turn to starboard when we come away from it. Yeah. It's alright. It's about 8 metres and about 2 off to port. So that's it. A bit of... that's it. Coming in nice. It's just about on. Just bring us to a stop, reverse, and I would be on it at that, that's fine. So try reversing away from it now, go into reverse and come away. That's it. Now, as you saw, she got it bang on the second attempt, and we did 1 or 2 other attempts and they were fine. So then it was on to coming alongside to a side-on mooring. And again, it's something that Janet's not done. She's seen me do it many times. Janet's always had the mooring lines to deal with. So we're using a hammerhead here, and well, she had planned to put the bow about centre of the hammerhead, I think, but then changed her mind because there were some steps there, so moved on to bring it onto the second half of the hammerhead. Coming in beautifully here, nice and steady, slow and steady. That's good in a marina. Now the wind, what wind there was, it was a little breeze, was actually helping now. It would blow us onto the pontoon, so she brought Baru up alongside, probably about 3 feet away from the pontoon at that point, but she just let Baru fall away and gently touch down. So we'll say that was a nice attempt. her next go was actually bringing Buoy back into her berth. We're going to bring her in bow first. A little bit trickier. We've got a little yacht that's moored close by us, and of course Ava Grace is in the way as well. So we've got to thread the needle a little bit to bring Buoy in. Again, the breeze would be helping us come in and would actually help just settle Buoy onto the side of the pontoon. So it's a case of bringing the boat through the gap and then just feathering out. Of course, I'm capable of jumping off, so I get ready to step ashore.
I'm guessing the speed's okay.
Get nice and gentle, nice and slow, just easing into berth. Don't matter how long you take. So I think that was a good hour's worth of practice. There we go, that's me on the deck.